Hi everyone. Today in this video let us discuss about the nitrofurantoin. What is the mechanism, side effects and clinical uses? Nitrofurantoin is one of the drugs which can be used in the gram-positive as well as gram-negative infections. But nowadays particularly this drug is used in the treatment of urinary tract infections. In order to treat the urinary tract infections, we have other category of drugs. For example, penicillins can also be used to treat the urinary tract infections. But one of the limitations is that penicillins are going to develop the bacterial resistance. So resistant strains are going to be developed such that penicillins are ineffective. But in case of nitrofurantoin, this problem is not observed and this drug is not showing any resistance, because this drug acts by multiple mechanisms. Even resistance is developed towards one mechanism, still this drug can act by another mechanism in order to produce the antibacterial activity. In this way, nitrofurantoin is having some advantage in the treatment of urinary tract infection, and today let us see what is the structural features of nitrofurantoin, how this drug acts and what are the side effects of this drug. So first of all, let us see the structure of the nitrofurantoin. To which chemical category this nitrofurantoin belongs to? So this is the structure of the nitrofurantoin, and here you can see one of the heterocyclic ring system. What is the name of this ring system? This is simply furan, and we can give the numbering to this furan ring system from the oxygen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the fifth position, it is having a nitro group. We have to give the numbering in this direction because it gives the least number to the side chain at the second position. So nitro group at the fifth position, and what are the side chain at the second position. So this is having a nitro group at the fifth position. So nitrofurantoin belongs to the chemical class of 5-nitrofurans. And we can also observe another heterocyclic ring system here. What is the name of this heterocyclic ring system? This is the simply imidazole which is saturated, so it becomes the imidazolidine, and we can start the numbering here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the imidazolidine 2,4-dione, which is commonly known as hydantoin. So this nitrofurantoin is made up of two ring systems, 5-nitrofuran as well as the hydantoin. And the name can also be derived from these two moieties. The nitrofuran is going to give the prefix nitrofuran, and from the hydantoin we can take the suffix toin, otherwise we can take the entoin. So nitrofurantoin is the 5-nitrofuran containing hydantoin, and it acts as an antibacterial in the treatment of urinary tract infections. But now let us give the IUPAC name for this compound. So which ring should be given preference, whether the furan ring or imidazolidine ring? Because both rings are of similar size, we have to see the number of heteroatoms. The furan is having one heteroatom, whereas imidazolidine is having the two heteroatoms. So we should give the preference to the imidazolidine. So therefore, the imidazolidine dione is going to form the suffix. We can write it as imidazolidine 2,4-dione. Now this imidazolidine 2,4-dione is going to be attached by an amino group at the first position. So we can add one amino. This amino group is attached with a carbon by double bond. So when the carbon is attached by single bond, it is called as methyl. But when it is attached by double bond, it is called as methylidine. So now this amino group is attached with the methylidine. And this methylidine is attached with a 5-nitrofuran ring system by second position. So we can fill the space as 5-nitrofuran 2-yle. So that is the name of this nitrofurantoin. So nitrofurantoin is the 1-5-nitrofuran 2-yle methylidine amino imidazolidine 2,4-dione. Now let us see how this nitrofurantoin can be synthesized. It can be simply synthesized, even it can be synthesized by multiple steps, but the last step involves the fusion of the two ring systems. One of this ring is the 5-nitrofurfural. You can see that the furan ring is attached with the CHO, that is a 5-nitrofurfural, which is attached with the another ring system. This is nothing but the 1-amino hydantoin. Now when the aldehyde as well as the amine are going to be reacting, they will undergo the condensation reaction such that a water molecule is going to be removed, and they can form a nitrofurantoin which is having a double bond between the two ring systems. So in this way, nitrofurantoin can be synthesized from the 5-nitrofurfural and 1-amino hydantoin. Now let us see how this nitrofurantoin acts. Again, the action of this nitrofurantoin is related to its structure. You can see the nitrofurantoin is having the nitro group on the furan, which is very important for its activity. This nitro group can be reduced by the nitroreductases within the bacterial cell. These enzymes are going to supply the electron such that this electron is going to be added on the nitro group, and the nitrofurantoin becomes to form the nitrofurantoin radical ion. So this is the radical ion which is having a single electron on the nitro group. But this radical ion is not stable and it can interact with the two protons such that a water molecule is going to be removed. Thereby this radical ion is going to be converted into a metabolite like this. Now here you can see it is not the nitro group. We can observe a different group here. What is this group? This group is having only one oxygen, and another oxygen is going to be removed as a water molecule by combining with the two protons. Now this is the nitroso derivative of the nitrofurantoin. This nitroso derivative is highly reactive, which is responsible for the action of the nitrofurantoin. Now we have seen the two important metabolites. One is the nitrofurantoin radical ion, which is formed by addition of a one electron. Similarly, another one is the nitroso derivative. So here the nitroso derivative is very important for activity, and this nitroso compound can act as a nucleophile so that it can undergo nucleophilic attack on the important cell components of the bacteria. So it can attack the DNA of the bacteria such that it can produce the DNA damage. Otherwise, it can attack the RNA to produce the RNA damage. It can also act on the proteins such that proteins can be cleaved. In this way, this nitroso derivative can produce a nucleophilic attack on the DNA, RNA as well as proteins of the bacteria, resulting in the inhibition of the bacterial growth. And this radical ion can also produce some oxidative damage to the bacteria. In this way, nitrofurantoin mainly acts through the nitroso derivative, and it can attack the multiple components of the bacteria. Thereby, the bacteria cannot develop the resistance towards this nitrofurantoin very easily. That's why nitrofurantoin can be used in the treatment of urinary tract infection with less resistance. So how it is going to be administered? Nitrofurantoin is given as a capsule, and within the capsule, if we are going to fill with the small crystals of the nitrofurantoin, then what happens? As the particle size is reduced, the dissolution rate is going to be increased. In this way, the small crystals of the nitrofurantoin are rapidly dissolved such that they are rapidly converted into solution. Now, when the nitrofurantoin is suddenly released into the gut wall, it can be absorbed through the GI tract, where it can produce the gastrointestinal side effects like the nausea, vomiting, and loss of appetite. All these can be observed because of the rapid release of the nitrofurantoin. But when this nitrofurantoin is given as a large crystals, as the particle size increases, the rate of dissolution decreases. Now these large crystals are slowly dissolved so that they are going to release the drug very slowly in small quantities. Now because of the small quantities of the nitrofurantoin, they will produce some less gastrointestinal side effects compared with the small crystals of the nitrofurantoin. That's why the nitrofurantoin is one of the drugs where the particle size is intentionally increased in order to decrease the gastrointestinal side effects. And this drug is given as a macrodantin form. Macrodantin form will have the large crystals of the nitrofurantoin, which shows less gastrointestinal side effects. Now let us see what are the side effects. Already we have discussed the three important side effects of the nitrofurantoin are the nausea, vomiting, and loss of appetite. All these three are the gastrointestinal side effects that can be observed with the nitrofurantoin, and it can also produce headache as well as dizziness in the patients. How it is given? Nitrofurantoin is available as a capsule, and this capsule is going to be filled with the large crystals of the nitrofurantoin, and this capsule is available at a dose of 50 to 100 mg. And the dose of the drug can be initiated at the 50 mg to the 100 mg, and it is given as a once daily at the bedtime. But the dosing can be increased up to the 4 times maximum based on the urinary tract infection. What are the precautions? This drug should be carefully given in the patients who are having the anemia as well as the glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficient patients. In these patients may have hemolytic anemia because of the lack of the glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme. And in case of porphyria, where the hepatic enzymes are going to be induced to produce the more porphyrin. All these conditions can decrease the oxygen carrying capacity, which is going to be further increased by the nitrofurantoin. So nitrofurantoin should be carefully given with the patients having the anemia, hemolytic anemia, as well as porphyria. And in few of the patients, nitrofurantoin can produce the allergy. So if any allergic response is observed in the patient, it should be immediately stopped. In this way, nitrofurantoin can be used in the treatment of urinary tract infections, but it should be carefully given in the anemic patients as well as patients having the diabetes or general weakness or allergic to the drug. In all these patients, the nitrofurantoin should be carefully given. So that's about the nitrofurantoin. Nitrofurantoin is a 5-nitrofuran derivative, and this drug is having some advantage. It shows less resistance towards the activity there because of the multiple mechanisms of action. So bacteria cannot develop the resistance towards the nitrofurantoin very easily. And this drug acts by multiple mechanisms. It is going to be converted to nitrosol derivative, which is going to produce the damage to the DNA, RNA, as well as the protein components of the bacteria. But this drug should be given in a macrodantin form because it produces the gastrointestinal side effects. So that's for today. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends, post your comments in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video.